Today I have the second video in a series that I started years ago. And that is Books by the Rainbow, or something like that. The last video I did was red books, so today I have orange books. The first book is not very orange by the cover, and that is The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein. And the spine has a little bit of orange, but the back is very orange. I have not read this book. The second book is The Complete Idiot's Guide to Amigurumi, and you probably know that pretty much every Complete Idiot's Guide is very orange on the spine, so it stands out a lot on my shelf. And I haven't really read the whole thing of this, but I have done some amigurumi. The main project that I did was this big ol' thing, which is, I think, a moose, because the pattern is German for moose or something like that. And the pattern was in German, and I had to use Google Translate to figure it out. The next book is Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, and it's pretty decently orange on the spine and the back, and the cover has some good orange elements as well, and I have not read this one either. Next on the list is Maisie Dobbs by Jacqueline Winspear. This is the first book in a series, and the cover is pretty significantly orange as well as the rest of it. And it came from somewhere in Alameda, California. I don't know how it ended up in the Pacific Northwest, but there you go. I have not read this book either. Next is Where the Heart Is by Billy Letts. This is more of a subdued orange. It's kind of more, whatever that word is when they tint photographs, this color, it's that. But it's kind of orange. I have not read this book, but I have seen the movie. The next book just has some hints of orange, and that is Anansi Boys by Neil Gaiman. I have not read this book, and it's got a little bit of orange on the spine, and then most of the text, the large text on the back, is orange as well. Next is Roll of Thunder, Hear My Cry by Mildred D. Taylor. I have read this book, and it was really good, and it's pretty monotone and decently orange. Sienna? No. Oh, I can't remember that color. Next on the list is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. This is the second book in her trilogy, and I really like these covers so much better than the original covers to this series. I think they're designed so much better and are just less cheesy, and I really love this series. And I don't read a lot of YA, but this is just really good, sweet, adorable teen romance. When I first started looking for orange books on my shelves, I didn't really think I was going to find very many, but obviously I found several. But one of the first books I pulled out to talk about was George R.R. Martin's A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which is not orange except for maybe a little bit right in here, but it's yellow and red, which basically is orange. I'll just move it around a bit and maybe it'll blur together and look like orange. The inside has a bit of orange in the design though, so this one is kind of more like an honorable mention. So those are my orange books, and whether or not I have read them. I forgot to mention, I have not read this yet. Surprise, surprise. If you have read any of these books, let me know your thoughts. And if you know of any beautiful orange editions of books that I should add to my collection, then definitely let me know. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.